Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Vince, and we are going to be talking today about landing pages. And before we get started, I want to ask you, I recognize a few of you, so I'd like to know, are you currently a client? And if you are, how long have you been with us? And what was it that brought you here? I think landing pages are actually a they're a big topic in real estate advertising, and a lot of realtors know about that, and a lot of people don't. Will, I see your question there about kind of lead routing. I definitely think you want to use our support page to get help on that. So everybody, do let me know in the chat panel if you are a client, have you used landing pages? And I'm going to log in, and unfortunately, over here on the right-hand side of my screen, I'm not reaching out far enough, but you can see a little black thing pops up that says questions. There's a light bulb over there, and I want everybody to be aware that light bulb is there, and I don't know why that let's see. Wow, what is that? Why can I not get over there? Sorry, guys. Questions. And questions is leading me there. That's not where I wanted to be. Let's see. There was a cool page I was just looking at before we got on the call, and for some reason, I can't show it to you, and I really would like to show it to you. So walkthrough works there. That's good. Maybe we're in the wrong section. Let's go to landing pages, and let me click on this little thing again. What on earth? Why is that happening now? That's ridiculous. All right. Our support center is over there. And there's a great page on landing pages. And that's where I want to, it's like our FAQ. And so if you have questions, you can click on that. Oh, there. I hit it in the wrong spot. And go to the support center. It's actually, if you're not aware, we have completely relaunched our platform on some really new technology. I think it's a lot easier for everyone to use. And all of our support is all, we've updated everything here. So for this particular call, and if you want to review this yourself, there's a tab that says Essential Buyers and Seller Landing Pages to grow your business. And if you click that, we're really going to start, we're going to just go down this page, and there's some good stuff here. And it says there are two types of landing pages: listing landing pages, and then I think landing pages that are not about a particular listing. And we're going to go through and look at some of those: down payment assistance, new construction, stop renting, start owning. And the point that I want to raise here is really, what is a landing page? Okay. And to do that, I'm going to show you a very simple landing page. I'm going to go to the listing section, and not a lot of companies have this. Actually, I think very few, and I've never seen it by another real estate marketing company. But we designed this, I think, when actually, as soon as Facebook started Facebook advertising, we decided we needed a better looking tool that really will, showcase a home and capture a lead. And I want to bring us to this because I want just to get the definition of what a landing page is. Okay. Here, if I go to social media posts and ad, there's two kinds of tools that we always recommend that you use: a single property website or a listing landing page. And I'm going to click over here on view so that we can just look at this listing landing page. And really, this is just to talk about what it is, so you know what a landing page is. Because I hear people say all the time, like, oh, I'm using a landing page, but it's not a landing page. A landing page is kind of a one-page website, and it offers some sort of information, right? Maybe it's a free list of foreclosures. Maybe it's information on a home that's coming soon. Maybe it is for an instant home value. Maybe it's for homes sold near you. But whatever it is that you're offering, and by way of information, you're not going to give that information up until you get their contact information. And that's what a listing landing page is, okay? Or that's what a landing page is. I'm going to give you info, but you got to give me contact information to make that happen. Now, this is a listing landing page. These are automatically created as soon as you put a listing in the system. And, or actually, this is coming soon, so you would have to physically go in and go to your listings page and probably take a photo, maybe with your smartphone, and just click here and go add listing. And you can do it very simply. If it's coming soon, you don't have a lot of info on it. Maybe you have, a street, or maybe you have the bedrooms, but maybe you don't have the price and you probably don't want to give the price. But you just click add listing, you put in some info, and then bang, you can create it like that. So the point here is, what is a landing page? And a landing page is a simple, here's the info that you got, or here's the info that you want. I need yours to give it to you. And the simplest way is to click continue with Facebook. When I click continue with Facebook, I want you to watch this. There's going to be a little window that pops up right in the center of the page. What that is that's listings to leads reaching into Facebook and getting the name and email of the person that clicked that button. So in this case, the realtor is Scott saying thank you, and then we drop the consumer right on the in this case, a single property website, which has all the information that they want. But you as the agent got my contact information, my name and email as it appears in Facebook. So that's how you capture a lead, and that's how a listing landing page works. Okay. Now, I see here some questions, a lot of questions. Let's see here. So let's take those real quick. Okay, yes, okay, good, yes. Bill, I've been about 1.5 years, and I have used landing pages. Good. Barbara, that's good. 3 months, I use it for landing pages. Most people are coming to us for the property valuation landing pages, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, but we're going to talk about some other ones too. And been with LTL a couple years, landing regularly, here to learn more. Great, David. This is, yeah, great, Bill. I'm not going to dive into that right now. Why partial leads don't have email address and username from Facebook on seller leads without having to click. And I think the landing page already has the contact information when someone lands on the page. Yeah, no, it doesn't. But, it kind of makes me think of something. And I had this question yesterday because somebody was saying, hey, I get partial leads, and what's happening there? So this is let's just sort of tackle that one first, that one question, which is, I'm getting partial leads. And what a partial lead is an address. Okay. So here, this is the landing page section, and you can create any number of landing pages. Property Valuation Plus is probably the most popular and effective landing page to capture listing leads. It gets an auto valuation. I'm going to show you how it works in just a minute. You can do custom landing pages. We're going to look at a few of those on this call. There are landing pages for empty nesters. There are landing pages for FSBOs. So if you want to get it in front of a FSBO and say, would you like some free marketing? Check these boxes, and all kinds of stuff there. But let's look at the Property Valuation Plus right here for Granite Bay. And you just click the eyeball over here, and that's going to show us the page. And I want you to understand how this works, okay? Now, you can customize the background. Let me ask everybody, if you can, real quickly, have all of you used Property Valuation Plus landing page? And just a simple yes or no would suffice, okay? Let's see here. So, sorry guys, this thing got all weirded out on me. Put it over there. And just a yes or no. Have you used Property Valuation Plus? And the reason why I'm asking, it is the number one tool we have to capture listings. And so I definitely want all of you, if you feel like you want listings, to be using this. But I want everybody to see exactly how it works, because I had this question from a client yesterday, and it was kind of weird that they didn't understand it, so you should know this. This works anywhere in the US, okay? You type in a address and you click get the value, and let's see where it goes. Where it takes us is to a page that actually shows a map of the home that you typed in. And this is a little bit confusing. We have 47 buyers for homes in Lafayette, right? Okay, so that's interesting. They customize that. But what it typically says is your value is your report is ready, and to get that report, this is a weird one. So this is not. Sorry, this is the sell. If one of your buyers are, this is a totally different one that Scott's has created. So I am going to. Let's see. Sorry, guys. That's not what I want to show you. I'm actually going to log out. And I'm going to show you a real, just a standard property valuation landing page. Because you need to do the basics before you start doing the fancy stuff like Scott there. So I'm going to log into mine. And I'm going to show you what a typical kind of property valuation plus landing page looks like. So you click on landing pages, and let's see here, I've got property valuation plus for Annapolis. So if I click here, we're going to see what it looks like. And I want you to really understand this one. You're going to see that I actually put a video, a drone video in the background, which is a pretty cool thing to do. I think it may be too much, but I'm just letting you know that you can do that. Typically, a background picture of the area you're targeting is the way to go. Even a picture like this would sort of work if it was a still image. But now we can actually see what this page by default works like, right? And it's 1595. What's that? Why is... So you put in an address, you click get the value, and when you do that, give it a second. And I think it's actually taking a little bit longer because that video is running and sort of just slowing the whole process down. So it shows you a picture of the home, and this is the default. It says your report is ready, okay? But before me to give you that report, you got to cough up some information. So I got to give you an email address, and you also got to say why, right? And it's like, I need to sell soon, or I need to do whatever. So just so you know, at this point, you as the real estate agent have already received the address. So you know somebody is interested in the value of that home. But at this point where I have to cough up the information to get the detailed report, 80 to 90% of people will walk away rather than give that to you, okay? That's how this page works. If they give it to you, well, great, you're gonna get a second email and saying, oh, this person is interested in that address, home value. And we gave them a value, and we gave it to them automatically, and you, the agent, are gonna get their address, their contact information, as you see here, and also the values that we shared with them, just like this, okay? So that's how the page works, and that's where I want to make people to understand what's going on there. So let's go check out the answer. Landing page, no, yes, a lot of no's, a lot of yeses. It's about 50-50. So since it's 50-50, I got to just start right here and show you how you create this page. All right. You come to the landing page section, you click on add new landing page, and in this case we want property valuation plus. Why? Because that is the #1 landing page for capturing listing leads. So you click that, then you click add landing page. And what's going to happen is it's going to say, well, what area? And I'm going to say Canyon. Canyon's a little town right next to me. And what I want to point out is, do not do this where it says location. Don't put a county. I know some of you live in kind of rural areas and things like that. Maybe it would work, but I really never recommend it. I live in an area called Contra Costa County. And in Contra Costa County, there are a lot of towns, right? And if you say, what is your Contra Costa County home worth? Well, it has a way different value if you have a home in, say, Danville or Lafayette, as opposed to if I owned a home in Pittsburgh and Antioch. You're talking about, $500,000, $1 million swings in the same county, and that's not going to work. So you really want to focus on the actual towns. And in some towns, there's really cool neighborhoods. And you might want to say, that neighborhood, there's a neighborhood here in Lafayette called Release Valley. Super beautiful, homes, multi-acre, really nice woods and trees around, and beautiful, pricey homes. Okay. And so you might want to create a landing page just for a particular area like that. Now, when you get here, it looks pretty generic. And we did that for agents who don't want to do anything. And we figured generic, at least you can figure out how to do this. But I can just tell you from all of our experience, as soon as we created this generic looking landing page, which has a little paper and a pen and a laptop and a coffee, the results are really close to zero. This is not compelling. And so what you have to do, we drop you right here in the background. You saw that I put in a video. All you got to do is paste in the YouTube video. But actually, it's just very simple to get a picture from the area, right? And the area is probably, what would look good. Let's just imagine that this picture here is what Canyon looks like, right? And you upload it and you click save, and it'll show you what it looks like, okay? And I'm going to click view. It's got a really pretty picture, and that's how then you're ready to go. You're ready to put that on Facebook and say, I want everybody that lives in Canyon to do that. We do have live classes on Facebook advertising, and I recommend you get on that at least once a month, because things change on Facebook, I'd say about every 3 to 5 days. And if you're not staying on top of it, you are missing a huge opportunity in real estate advertising. So I want to drive down one more thing on that particular page, and that is the background picture. You can get background pictures with a couple steps from Google. And I did a search on Summit Diner because I set up an office in Summit, New Jersey once, right? We did that for Coldwell Banker. And we did a training. I did a training on, hey, here's how you guys create these. Here's how your agents can create Property Valuation Plus. And a month later, the manager called me and said, Vince, we're running all these ads. We're getting a ton of leads. It's awesome. But it's so weird that the ad, Property Valuation Plus page, like this, the most effective page is the one with this background picture of Summit Diner. And I want to point that out to you, because when you're trying to get home value leads, what you're really asking for is, hey, what's your address? Which is pretty easy. But like I just said, 90% of the time, people will walk away rather than give you just a simple email address. And this page here, this picture here, really speaks to their local market. That, hey, I know your area, because this little restaurant has been in that town on Main Street for 70 years or something like that. So if you know this place, you know Summit, New Jersey. And that's what I want to point out to you. It's not the fancy $1 million homes that are in the neighborhood. It's something that makes people feel comfortable for that. Let's see here. So is there an option? Subdivision name? Yes, SETI, that works. Can you do property valuation based on zip codes? You can, but I don't recommend it. The answer, David, is you can run the ad based on zip codes, but I don't think it makes a lot of sense to say, what is your whatever zip code home worth now? It just doesn't. Better, Eleanor has it, or no, SETI. It might be a subdivision name. It might be a neighborhood. Are there other options other than Zillow? Yes. We have onboard infometrics. So when you go to your profile up here, and you go to profile, there is advanced settings. And let's just go there real quickly. Preferences, I think it's down here. You can choose to either have onboard Infometrics or Zillow as your valuation. Okay. The other thing that you want to check out is enable Facebook registration. Make sure that is. I don't recommend forced registration. I see people doing that, and I'm not into it. I know I won't respond, and forced registration means you either fill out the lead capture form or you just shut down the page. You don't give people much opportunity to hang out on that. Put this. Is this my account? Sorry guys, give me a second. Yeah, that's mine. It looks like somebody who's been tinkering. No, not 10 seconds. Sorry guys. Okay, good. So I'm going to save that, and that means that the lead capture forms on my single property websites are going to wait for 3 seconds and pop up. Okay, so that's what a property valuation landing page looks like. Let's see if you've got some questions as you get it. You're welcome, owner. But there's some other really cool landing pages, and I don't create them. I don't really, create every kind of concept that's out there. But there's a lot of great landing pages that our clients use, and when we see them working, Scott goes and recreates them in his account, and that's what we're going to look at now. And really, the point is, we want you to use these, right? We want you to create these in your account. So, in the landing page section, there are a few here, and one that is start renting, stop owning. Let's see here. Let's just look at that one. Let's look at that one. Yeah. So this one, it's like, hurry before interest rates rise again, right? And in this case, he went out and found out when was the next targeting, right? Or when was the next Fed meeting on interest rates? So there's sort of like that ticking time bomb thing, like you better, take some action. And when you do that, send the information. That's where you capture their information. So you can create a page like this. Let's actually go and look at that. Instead of view, you can click edit, and you can create a custom. This is a custom landing page, and I'll show you where to do that. All Scott did is he put a background picture, right, of a nice home there. But what's really more to the point is stop renting, stop owning. You see this here? That is the lead form text. And you can see that he's typed something here, and it's showing up here on the top right. He's typed in another message here, and it's showing up right above the green button. And then there's this fancy little clock, right? That is really cool, and that is the countdown counter. Okay, and so you can also put bullet points or a YouTube video, and maybe you've got a video on a particular neighborhood or subdivision. Maybe you have a video of you and why they need to work with you, right? Who knows? But if you put YouTube video, then you tape it, you just paste in the video right here, and that video will be right here. And I think we've actually got an example of that. Any questions on how to create this? All we've done is we've done the background image, we did custom content, we decided we wanted a countdown, and you had to put in the end date right there, okay? So I see some questions. What is the difference between Onboard and Zillow? Tom, these are two totally different companies, and they capture their information in totally different ways. Onboard is more of like reaching into public records. Zillow, I have no idea how they're doing that. They're, pasting together all the data that they have and making that happen. I don't see custom content on my landing page. You may not have a custom landing page. So if you go into your landing page section and you say custom landing page for buyers, you're going to have that kind of custom content area there. Okay. Let's see. He had another one. I think it's stop throwing money away. And let's see, stop renting. Let's see, stop. No, down payer. Maybe. Let's look at this. Down payer assistance. Yeah, so here's something about a VA loan. You can see what a video looks like here. You can customize that over here, right, in the way that I showed you. And the whole stop renting, start owning thing, this brings up a good point that I've got to point out. Oh, we already looked at this. Sorry, guys. How many people on this call how many people are on this call are in our mastermind group on Facebook? And while I'm waiting for that answer, I would like a simple yes or no. I'm going to go to our mastermind group because I want all of you, one, to be in that group, and two, once you get in that group, I want you to look at, give me a second here, this really fancy graphic I put in here that says, hey, welcome. And you can use this search bar, which I'm pointing to search topics and the number. And so that's how it works. Type in stop renting, because you're going to see our clients over and over saying, I've been using this and I'm getting all kinds of leads. And I want you to, if you want to get, some home buyers in there, you can look at these and really get a ton of ideas. 2,000 views, 30 direct messages, just great results from doing that. And also in this group is a file. If you click on files on the top left, our clients have just put really incredible information here. There's a whole stop renting file. So a lot of people have shared what they're doing regarding the stop renting, start buying deal. So if you're into buyers, that could be really useful. Let's see. Okay, follow on Facebook, but not in closed group. So here's how you do it, guys. If you're not, okay, so there are a lot of you who are not part of it. And I got to tell you, there is some crazy good information in our mastermind group. So I recommend you join, and I'm going to show you right now how to join. First of all, don't do it now. Go to your Facebook and click this little arrow so it opens up this menu, and go to settings. And then when you go to settings, it says general account settings, and it says contact, and that email is the email that Facebook has for you. Take that email. You may want to update it because maybe it's really old for you, but whatever it is, get that email and then log into your listings to leads account and go to the support page and type in the email right in this box and say, please add me to the mastermind group. Okay. And that's the email and then we'll take that email, we'll put it in there, and you'll get an invite from Facebook saying you're invited, and then boom, you're going to be in. You just accept and you'll be in. Okay. So let's go back to the landing page section. And let's go look here. There's some other really cool ones. Well, Nearby Homes Sold is a great landing page to use if you're looking for more listings, right? Property Valuation Plus is great, but this one has a video in it, and you drop in your address, and I'm going to drop mine in right now. Let's see if that'll work. Come on. Boom, view my report. And that's us reaching in, getting the information, and it's going to show me a stack of properties, right? Oh, it says your report's ready. So in this case, Scott's got it to work. I got to cough up a phone number. I don't recommend that you make that a requirement. I know some of you like to do that. You can pretty much just destroy your lead gen by requiring a phone number, but you can make it optional. And let's wait a second. And what it does is it shows me, oh, that's the valuation. So the nearby homes sold are all here. Okay. So you, the agent, have now gathered all my information from that. So let's see here. I see some questions. Which page was that? Nearby homes sold. Let's see. Wait, jumping around a lot. Okay. Okay, Ellen. Are the webinars posted in the mastermind group? I use like right now I'm recording, and yes, I do record them and I put them on YouTube and I put them in the mastermind group. Scott does the bulk of our trainings and he doesn't put them all in the mastermind group. So, you know, don't know what to tell you there. Let's see, let's go back. So when you go to the landing page section, I just want to kind of repeat, you can create a custom landing page for buyers right here. You can create a custom landing page for sellers right here. The one we were just looking at is nearby sold homes. And you can create that just by clicking that, then click add landing page and typing in the area where you want it, right? Here is one for new construction. It's a new free report, a custom free report for buyers. So let's look at that real quick. Crikey. Sorry for the background noise, right? So free upgrade credits expired. So we added a custom little time widget, and here's the name of the area. And if you want information, you just click that button, and that's how we capture that. So you can see there's a lot of different ways of creating landing pages, right? And I want to point out why they're so important. I think for years, realtors have been told, hey, you got to have a website and you got to have some SEO, right? And then there's all these fantastic companies that rip off realtors for, you know, having high SEO. And boy, that is an expensive and squirrely game. So it doesn't quite work, right? If I'm doing, let's say I want to build my business in Valencia, California. I'm setting up an office there, right? And the search is Valencia homes for sale, right? That's, or Valencia real estate, something like that, right? That's the #1 search. And realtors have been told, like, hey, yeah, you got to have an internet presence, and you know, that is true. But I can tell you, you as an average realtor are not going to be on page 1 of Google or of Bing or of Yahoo. It's just really going to be tough. And if you're lucky, you might be on page 3 or 4 or 5, but really you might as well not even be on the internet if you're back there. So a landing page is designed to capture a lead, and it could be about any topic that you want. But then you take that landing page and you push it in front of people. And the easiest way is to say, hey, I'm going to put it on for everybody over 30 years old on Facebook that lives within 20 miles of Valencia. And that's really the nature, is take a landing page which is really powerful in capturing leads, contact information, and put it in front of people, right? Maybe you say, hey, property valuation page. Maybe you put this on the back of a postcard, right? You say, go buy a link at GoDaddy, right? And you say, hey, here's my Granite Bay home value, or here's my Valencia free home values, right? You buy that at GoDaddy, what is it, $10 a year or something like that. And you point it to a landing page that you created in our system. And the next time you do a just sold or just listed postcard to the market, which takes a ton of money and time, put that URL on the back and say, by the way, if you want your free home value, go there and get it free in 15 seconds. And bang, people will just type in that address, they'll land here, and you capture it. Or, you know, you go, hey, I want new construction, I want to target it at people in the area on Facebook. Or you can take that and put it on LinkedIn, right? Here's a LinkedIn button right here. I share it on LinkedIn and say, hey, there's a new, you can just, when I click LinkedIn, you guys are probably all building that network on LinkedIn, and you have no idea why in the world you're doing it. I don't even know why I'm doing it. It's just all my old colleagues keep tagging me. And so all you got to do is go, hey, you know, there's a new development coming up in wherever, right, in Valencia. And get in early, right? Whatever the message is, you know what that is. Me, it's still early and I need coffee. I don't know what that message is. But that's the point, right? Share it, get it in front of people. Facebook is the #1 place to get it in front of. And that's how you benefit from landing pages, okay? Let's see, what? Oh, there's no questions there. Okay, got it. So let me expand. I thought I saw some questions, but I don't see them. Let's just expand that real quick. I think I clicked on something. What page was that? That was a home value landing page. Okay. So I'm going to point out one other thing that doesn't quite fall under a landing page, but in my mind, it kind of is. And one of our clients only uses this tool. It's on the listings page. It's called the Agent Listing Website. And it's an important page for lead capture. And since we're talking about pushing things and getting people to it, I recommend that you all look at this because it is inside every one of your accounts. It's called an Agent Listing Website. And if I pop it open here, it's got all of your listings in your account, and it's got all your favorite lead generation links here. It's got a little thing for what is your home worth, so you can get a lead capture. And if you got Zillow reviews, it's got all your Zillow reviews as well. And when they click on any of these, there is a single property website, and this is designed to capture leads for you. So it's just all good. And I mention it because it's automatically created, and it has a lot of ways of capturing leads. I'm going to see if I can pull up another one. Search all properties and Wolf. Yeah. So this belongs to one of our clients out in Florida. This is his landing page, his agent website. Okay. And I bring it up because, you know, he's been a client of ours for over 5 years. And he's had websites for years. He used to be with Keller Williams. Now he's with MVP, and they always supply websites, and they've always been pretty good. But he's like, no. Anytime I get a phone call, I point him to this page. Anytime I get anything anywhere, I point him to this page, because he put landing pages on the side that all speak to the parts of the business that he's trying to grow. He's got a nice kind of lease purchase package that he can offer. So he's got something right here. It's a landing page he created inside of our system. It's a pretty standard old school looking page, but if you're interested in first time home buying, or in, you know, kind of the loan process, he's got a landing page for it. He also likes to market to Chicago. He's from Chicago. So he likes to like run ads and say, hey, you know, do you want to move down to Southwest Florida where it's nice and warm and you don't have to have these ridiculous winters? And it's great because the conversion, the dialogue is like, hey, is that place where you get great, you know, sandwiches still down the road there? He knows Chicago. He knows what those people are like, and he can really tell them the upside of moving to Florida. So landing pages are great to use in many different ways, renting versus buying, stuff like that. So there's a lot of landing pages just on this. This is part of his key toolkit, right? First responders. He's feels like, hey, let's help you out, right? So you can do many different things with landing pages. They are designed to capture leads, and I definitely recommend that you make that a serious part of your business, of your marketing business, to capture leads. So let's see here. I got some questions. Now, guys, is a good time for questions. Good question. How did I get there again? Let's take these questions. And everybody, I'm going to answer questions. I'm not going to show you more content here. So this is a good time to load them in. How would you link the landing page to Facebook? Okay, well, that's a big question. We do Facebook advertising. I think every week we talk about that. Every week we actually have a call on it. But since we'll do it real quickly, first responders. Okay, let's say I wanted to get this landing page out on the market. I would copy that link. I go over to Facebook. This is about Facebook advertising. So I would click here, and I'm not going to go real slow on this, but I would create an ad, and let me just push this out of the way. I would do traffic, and I would put that in there. So I'm going to kind of hopefully move quickly here. My internet will move quickly. But this is really, Facebook is #1 place, and you can do a lot of things here. So traffic, and I'm going to say, always do traffic. Sorry, guys. Start over. I'm going to call this campaign name First Responders. And I'm going to say Lafayette. That's where I am, right? And click continue. Nobody sees that but you, right? You log into your own manager. And this is the ad manager for Facebook. This has got to be one of the most powerful things for real estate advertising, hands down, bar none. What's the difference from boosting? Good question. Let me finish this before I answer that. I am going to type in Lafayette. And they don't have to be in Lafayette. So when you do that, it says 25 miles around. Now, 25 miles around, I don't know if you can see this map. That's San Francisco over there. And San Francisco is really cool. Great restaurants. I love that town. But boy, I don't want to be driving over that bridge to conduct business. So I am going to say this radius is only 10 miles out. I'm willing to deal with the traffic there. You guys may not know about Bay Area traffic. It's insane. And I'm not going beyond that far for business. That's just me. I don't want 18-year-olds looking at this, although there are probably some 18-year-olds in some of these fields. So I'll say 25. And you can actually, in demographics, I think, type in, let's just say firefighter, right? Let's see if that, yeah, right there. Interest, job title, fire chief, right here, right? So you can actually target people by their job titles, right? And so I'm not going to drive you down this too far, but you can sort of see what you can do. And then you would say, okay, well, now I want to make that available on all tools, and I want to have a budget of $20 and have it run for 4 days. And then I'm going to paste in my link of the page that I like on a single image ad. And I'm not going to hang out and do all this forever because we actually have a dedicated Facebook class. But this is how it kind of looks, right? And let's give it a second. Oh, it's not going to work on mobile. I want it on desktop. And there, kind of looks like that, all right? So that's what the ad looks like on Facebook. And when they click on it, this page pops up. And this page is designed to capture a lead for you, okay? So what is the difference from boosting? Oh, I'm Vince, Eleanor, but glad that worked. Boosting is where you take the same tool, and since I copied it, let's go over to where I'm lost. Sorry, guys. Let's go over to my business page. Now, this is our business page, listings to leads. You have your own business page. And you can put content on there. So let's go do that real quick. Let's take that same landing page and sorry, my internet seems to be a little bit slow here. Okay, and you just paste, right? So paste that landing page, and you probably want to write something like, hey, love to work with you, whatever, and post. Now, I can publish. Let's publish it first, but it gave me that little option to boost. And I'm sorry, I'm giving you a, in terms of performance for ROI. Yeah, okay. You can boost this. And boosting gives almost the same kind of, I don't know if it's exactly the same, but you can target by area. You can target, I think, by age and things like that. The way I just showed you to run an ad. The only thing I don't like about boosting is that all of your personal friends on Facebook also see your ad. And that might not be good for you. Now, if you're a realtor who's been in Facebook for a long time and you've got like thousands of friends who are prospects, well, you might want to boost. But if you're a realtor that doesn't have a lot of friends on there and you just want to target everyone on Facebook, regardless of if they're friends with you or not, you might want to use it and run an ad, right? How do I add Follow Up Boss to my CRM on my profile? You just go to your profile page and there's a contact details section. You put your Follow Up Boss email address in there. So in terms of ROI, Slava, I don't know what happens, right? If one is better than the other. It's worth testing for yourself, okay? Let's see here. How do I get rid of forced registration on my existing landing pages? I think on your existing ones, let's see if I can answer that. Let's click edit. And give me a second. And is it form fields, lead form, text, form fields? I think it's form fields. You can use Facebook registration here. Otherwise, it's going to give you just a name and email. But turning it off from forced, I don't think it's actually, I don't think you can. I mean, you don't have forced registration on that. But let's answer the question. Forced registration occurs regarding single property websites. That's where forced registration is. And the way you control that is you go to profile. And since we're on the profile, there was a question about how do I add Realty Juggler or Follow Up Boss. You put the email here and you say send leads to, and that's how you connect for your CRM, regardless of what CRM it is, unless you've got one of these four, and then we have a deeper integration, Wise Agent. We're testing out Zapier, Boomtown, Top Producer, LionDesk. But the question that we were asked just now, the answer is on preferences, and you can turn off forced registration here, and you can not make phone required here. Scott has it on his just because he likes it, but boy, that's really harsh on the lead gen. How do I get there again? Diane, I think I answered it, right? I usually delete my listings once they have sold. Should we not? Yeah. Don't delete your listings. Market them as just sold, and I'll show you why in just a second. Since no automated price value is accurate, it gives reason to reach out to the seller for a person to visit. Yeah, that's right. So your responses should be, these things are not these are estimates. And if you're very serious, one of the fastest responses to any lead capture on home value is, hey, that was the number. Does that number look right? Have you made any improvements? Done any, renovations lately? Because I can help you get a better number, right? So I'm going to log out of mine and remind you that if you have questions, now is the time. I am going to go over here into my account and show you why you need to keep your sold listings in your account at least for a month, if not 2. And then you need to market them in the listings page. I've got a property here that's just sold, all right? So when you're using, remember we started the call and I was saying, hey, listing landing page, right? And the listing landing page looks like this, all right? But when a property is just sold, in this case it is, I really recommend that you market the single property website. So let's look at that and see why. When I click on the single property website, it says it's sold. And people who are looking at sold properties oftentimes own a home and they want to know what was that price, right? Or just get what was the price and what shape was the home in, kind of deal. And in 5 to 10 seconds, however you set it on your profile, this page is going to pop up and it says, this home sold, and that's going to affect your home value. Get your home value instantly free right here. Okay, that's why you want to market just sold single property websites. I hope everybody understands that one. That is a great way to market, a great tool to market on Facebook. Okay, guys, last chance for questions here. Boosted. I think you can delete the post after it's post. That's right. You can delete your post because you put it there. Got it. Would you suggest 3 seconds every landing, a 3 second for every landing page? Yeah, I think 3 to 5 seconds is good. The pop-up is automatic for just sold. Yes. As long as you, so if you've got your listing in here, and again, last chance for questions, ask them. I'll hang out as long as you got questions, but I just want you to know. Listings, you got to take advantage of the statuses, right? Here, I've got an open house. You set an open house by clicking edit, and you click on, let's just click on task. That's really what you want to do is set your status and then click the tasks. And because this is a open house, I want to show you what a listing landing page looks like on an open house. It's actually awesome. This is one of the 5 tools you get when you have an open house. We got clients killing it on open houses. There's somebody, who was it? Was it Kevin Cooper? Let's see if I can find that for you. This is a listing landing page. If you want more information on this open house, click continue with Facebook. That means the agent gets the lead and they're dropped on the single property website. So definitely like that. But the reason I got distracted is when you have just sold, when you've sold your home, well, first of all, market it as pending. That's got lead capture for sellers too. But then when it's sold, get the single property website and get it out on the internet, because it's just a great tool for capturing seller leads. Let's look here. Sorry, I got a little phone thing running here. This is just sold. It's got all the information on the home. This page will pop up automatically. It's about home value. So that's how you do it, okay? Let's see if we got more questions here. Come on. Can I create it? That was another, yes, you can, Tom. Some people actually will, maybe they helped the person buy the home. They'll market it as just sold, even though they were the buyer's agent. Should I go to the single property website instead of the landing page? If you're marketing a home that is sold, use the single property website. Yes. What is this? Haven't joined yet, but yeah, cool. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I did that with a listing when it sold, and I changed the status, and the list still showed open house. Delete the open house. Click edit and get rid of the open house. Slava says open house works best. Okay, hold on here. In the profile section, it won't let me, but check both get sales and listen. Yeah, I am not too sure, Eleanor, what that is. But that's a great question for support. And in case you don't know, and I always like to make this clear, we have a support page with 4 support people watching that email. So if you put any question here, our support team watches that. You can also call there. Let's see here. So the best use of a landing page is always post and purchase ads on Facebook. I totally agree with that. For the just sold lead form, okay, reach out to the help folks. Yeah, you're welcome, Eleanor. Guys, any more questions, ladies? Because I need more coffee. Alrighty, I am going to put this on I'm going to put it on YouTube, and I'm going to put it in the mastermind group. Please, everybody, join our mastermind group and check out what's going on, because it's just a mind blower. It's a really great resource for all of you. Open house lead generation is here. If you don't know how to run ads on Facebook, you can click this button right here, Facebook advertising. We show you step by step how to do that. And then you can start to choose the tools that you want. So everybody, thanks so much for spending an hour with me. I will get this up on the internet for you. Take advantage of landing pages. They're just great. So let's see here. What if we have more questions here? You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome, everybody. Yep, we'll be in touch. Use the tools. The key to listings to leads is if you use the tools, it works. If you just pay us and you don't log in, you don't use the tools, what ends up happening is you just keep paying us, but nothing really goes on. So, everybody, thanks again for your time. Landing pages are awesome. Don't, and even if you think Facebook is like blown out, and that's a typical thing I hear pretty frequently. Let me show you. What's that? No, that's not it. That's my dumpster rental agreement. This is Bill here. Ran an ad like this, ready to downside, just listed. He's got all kinds of leads. All I'm trying to point out here, guys, is Facebook just works over and over again. Every week, I got people sending us messages and just saying, "Here, I think, yeah, this is a good message right here. 305 seller leads since April 1st of this year." And that message was sent to us. What the heck is this? Sorry, guys. That was sent to us on the 13th. And on the third, and so in 2 weeks, this agent got a bunch of seller leads. I've got another client who just said, sent us a message a couple weeks ago and said, I got 100 seller leads in 4 days because they put a $100 ad and they used the right landing page and they put it out there. So do not be discouraged. Facebook is definitely an awesome place to get solid with. Okay. All right. I'm trying to get out of here. So everybody, thanks so much. Take it easy. Get on our mastermind group. Lean on that group. They have so many ideas, and lean on our support team. Thanks everybody. Have a great week.